Hi there, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and for those of you who are new here, my name's Amy. I'm a full-time reseller, and today I'll be doing a tutorial of sorts talking about how to package to ship hard goods, breakable hard goods. And I'm just gonna be giving you some tips that I've learned over the years, and hopefully it will help you get your items to their buyers safe and sound. So the first item that I'm going to package up is this vintage heavy glass ashtray. And I like to wrap my breakable items with at least 2 layers of small bubble wrap. Now you may see that I may be a little overcautious when I package items, but I think that it is always better to be safe than sorry. So oftentimes I will add more packaging than may be necessary, but I don't feel bad about that because I typically use almost all recycled packaging materials. And this is a tip if you are a hard goods seller, to put the word out to your friends and family, asking them to save packaging materials for you, because everybody orders so much stuff online these days that people are always getting bubble wrap, air pillows, packing peanuts. They're always getting those things in their packages, and typically they just get thrown away. So if you ask people to save them for you, it saves you money and it saves the planet a little bit. I also work with local shops in my downtown area, and I just went in. There's a card and gift shop, and there is a furniture and home decor shop, and I just went in and asked them if they would be willing to save their packaging materials for me. And those 2 places I get a ton of packing peanuts from. And if you've ever gone to buy packing peanuts or bubble wrap, it's expensive. So it can really take away from your profits if you are buying a lot of these items. The other place that I get a ton of packaging material from is a local instrument shop. He orders cellos, violins, and they come packed to the nines with stuff. And he gives me so many packing peanuts, like sometimes I don't even know what to do with them all. Okay, we'll move on from that, but all I'm saying is that you can find places to get free packaging materials if you look and you ask. So I don't necessarily think it is necessary to double box this, but for the purposes of this video, I am going to show you what I mean by double boxing. So I am going to start by putting this item in a smaller box, closing up that box, and then putting that box into a larger box. And this just adds another layer of protection to your item when it's in transit. And really the way that I like to think about it is I want my item to survive if it falls off the back of a truck. And sometimes that's how they treat packages. UPS is pretty good, but the post office, I mean, they just throw stuff. Their machines are really hard on the packages. And UPS, the machines can also be hard on the packages because it's just a conveyor belt, and they'll go down a chute and they'll drop into places. So you really want to keep that in mind when you're packaging an item, that it isn't just being hand set here and there. They get beat up. So I am going to put some packing peanuts in this first box. Hopefully I don't make a big mess with this. So when you're packaging an item and you put it in the box, you want to make sure that when you close that box, Nothing can move inside. You want to close it so tight that you really have to force it to close. And that way you know that it is not going to move at all. Because typically that's how items get broken, is if they rattle around and they hit the sides of the box. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and tape that up off camera. And actually I'm gonna add a little bit more packing peanuts to this, just so you can get a better idea of what I'm talking about. Sorry about that. Take me a second here. So this is an example. This is a bag of peanuts that I got from that furniture and home decor place. And this was in with some furniture that she ordered. Okay, so can you see that is overflowing? And what you want to happen is you want it so tight that you have to force it and put your weight on it to get it to close. Do you see that? You see what I'm talking about? How it's bowing? So you want it so when it's closed and you do this, there is no movement at all. So next what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this small box and I'm going to put it into a bigger box. And then I'm just going to repeat the same thing with this box. I'm going to fill it so tight that I practically have to sit on it to get it to close. And that's how you want your packages to be. The other thing that you want to keep in mind is that you want at least 3 inches between your item and the sides of the box on all sides. That is the minimum requirement for most shipping companies. You can look on the company that you're shipping with and it'll tell you the recommended, dimensions between the edge of your item and the outside of the box. And why this is important is because you don't want your item to break. And also, if something does break and you have to file a shipping claim for your insurance, they will ask the buyer to send photos and measurements of the box and the item so they can determine if you used a large enough box to protect your item. And they could decline your insurance claim if you didn't. So there you go. Okay, I'm going to be back in a second and show you how I ship glass, like drinking glassware. Okay, here are the glasses that I recently sold. It's a set of 8 of these low ball glasses. They're kind of a thicker glass. And for these, I also like to do a double layer of the bubble wrap. And with glasses, let's see, I'm gonna move the rest of these out of the way so hopefully you can see better. So I'll take 1 square piece and I will fold it up like so. And I'll make all of the ends come to one side. Then I'll take another one and I'll put the side that I did the ends on down. And then I will wrap the other ends on the other side. So each side has the extra layer of cushioning. You see what I'm saying there? So you're not getting all the edges and extra layers on one side. So I'll do that again. So I have this kind of off center, see that? And then wrap this one, flip this up, tape it down, then take the next one and this side with the extra layers, I'm going to put that down and do the extra layers on the opposite side of the glass. Okay. And then typically what I'll do is I'll take like the 4 of the glasses that are packaged in the double layer. And I'll take a longer piece of bubble wrap. So for these, I'll probably do 4 at a time, but just for the purposes of this video, I'm going to show you what I do. Then I nestle them together, and actually I'll put the extra padded part facing each other, so if they do hit each other at all, they have the extra layer. And then I'll take this long piece and I will wrap it very tight around these. And what this does, see, I'm pulling that real tight. What this does is it makes it so the glasses are less likely to move in transit and hit each other. Because like I said, that's typically how damage happens, is when your items aren't packed tightly enough and they can move around in the box and possibly shimmy their way to the edge and get hit from the outside or hit each other inside the box. And then I'll just, you know, tape these ends down. Now I showed you how to double box an item. Another thing that you can do instead of using a full box, and I didn't plan this out very well, but I'll just kind of give you an idea of what I'm talking about, is you can cut down another box, and instead of double boxing, you put this, let's say you put this in here, and then you're just going to cut a flat piece of this box and put it on all sides. And that just gives you an extra layer of cardboard to prevent damage from happening from the outside of the box. If it gets dropped or if it gets stuck on the conveyor belt in the machinery, it will just add another layer of protection, like I already said. So I hope this was helpful for you guys, just some quick tips. If you have any questions, feel free to ask down in the comments below. If you're enjoying my videos, I would so appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, it'll notify you when I upload new videos, and give this video a thumbs up. All those things really help out my channel. When you do those things, it helps YouTube suggest my videos to more people, and it helps my channel grow. So thanks for watching, and we will see you soon.